Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of That's Right, It's Wednesday. It's What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility Day, new release day here on the channel. Today we're going to take a look at the sixth album from this California band that have been around since like '85. But we've only gotten 6 albums throughout the years from them, long bouts of inactivity. We haven't seen a new album from them since 2007's New World Asylum. The band is Leatherwolf. The album is Kill the Hunted. That's right. They came on the scene with, I think, depending on where you lived, it was originally titled Leatherwolf, but they changed the name to Endangered Species. Then they released another album called Leatherwolf in '87. But I think for most of us, myself included, the album that really turned me on to Leatherwolf was Street Ready in 1989, which is still a terrific American heavy metal record, littered with tons of smoking guitar and great vocals and catchy songs. And then, of course, they disappeared till 2006 with World Asylum. And like I mentioned, New World Asylum was 2007, and now Kill the Hunted is out now on NIL8 Records. Never heard of them before, of that label before. So let's take a look at the album here. Kill the Hunted. All right, and I will say, because we're going to get into it in a second, this band has had a million lineup changes over the years. Here you get mostly lyrics and some additional cool fantasy, sword and sorcery, barbarian, monster kind of artwork. No pictures of the guys in the band. According to the album or the CD here, this is the lineup. Keith Adiamak on vocals, Rob Math lead and rhythm guitars, Luke Mann on lead guitars, Dean Roberts on drums, Barry Sparks on bass. Barry Sparks, very well traveled. And then on keyboards on a couple tracks, Wayne Findlay from Michael Schenker Group. He's played with Michael Schenker for quite a number of years. I don't think he's been playing with Michael for the last few. And then you have a special guest musician, additional lead guitars on one song, Joel Hoekstra from, of course, Whitesnake and Trans-Siberian Orchestra. So interesting information if you go. And first of all, like I said, they have had a ton of people coming and going from this band. So according to what I'm reading up on, because again, I listened to these guys in the 80s. I haven't followed them at all since. I did not even know they were still together. But Dean Roberts, drummer, is a founding member. Okay, he's been with the band since 1981. Everybody else who appears on this album has only been in the band a very brief time. So really, Dean is the only original member of the band. You got Luke Mann has been on guitars since 2017. Rob Math has been on guitar since 2011. Wayne Findlay, like I mentioned, just joined for this album. You got, Barry Sparks is listed as the bass player on the album, although if you go and look it up, they now list Bryce Snyder as their bass player. So I guess Barry just played on the album. I don't know. And then Keith Adiamak has only been singing with the band since 2019. Oddly enough, their founding guitar player, Jeff Gay, who wrote or co-wrote most of the songs on this album, doesn't appear at all and doesn't appear to be in the band anymore. So I'm not sure what's going on with that, but, Carrie Howe, and they're all their original guitar players. They had 3 guitar players originally, no longer in the band. If you go and look through their list of former members, you see guys like Joey Tafola and Wade Black and Jeff Martin, right? Paul Carman and Michael Olivieri. I mean, all sorts of guys in this band over the years. So, back to the music. This is a really good smoking U.S. old school heavy metal album. I don't know any other way to describe it. 11 tracks, loads of awesome guitar riff-o-rama, not quite thrash. Leatherwolf, and I will say if you were into the Street Ready album back in the day, because again, that's the album that kind of got them some notoriety, and I know a lot of people were listening to that back in the late 80s. I will say this album is not quite as 80s catchy as that one. It's definitely heavier. The vocals are really aggressive, which I like, but it's not thrash, gruff, or growly or anything like that. But they're definitely ballsy American metal. Think kind of like early Metal Church, right? Or maybe Omen. or Liege Lord, that sort of thing. If you like that classic, like early mid '80s American metal, that's what you get all throughout this. I mean, so many great songs. Only the Wicked is amazing. Kill the Hunted is really good. The Henchman, which Joel Hoekstra plays on, it's got there's guitar solos everywhere on here. Road Rage is killer. Lights Out Again is pretty catchy, but again, the riffs are immense. I don't know if I mention Madhouse. I don't know. Madhouse is good. The last track, Enslaved, is really good. Hit the Dirt, the opening track, is good. Guitar solos every way you look, but really tasty virtuoso solos. The riffs are just killer. The drumming is killer. The vocals are excellent. This is just pure, old-fashioned 80s style heavy metal. I don't even know another way to put it. Like I said, not quite thrash, not really power metal. Elements of both for sure, but just classic metal like we remember in the 80s, especially in the early 80s. And it's just been melodic, right? Yeah, good stuff. Really good production on this. This is just go out in the car, pop this in your CD player if you happen to have a CD player in your car. If you don't, well, you can do the download thing, do the files, however you listen to your music. Crank open the windows and turn this up as loud as you can and just fucking drive out and go, yeah, headbang, and just really good. Really good. A great return from this band after so many years. Leatherwolf Kill the Hunted. Check it out. Like I said, it's on, if you go to leatherwolfmetal.com. All one word, leatherwolfmetal.com. It's out now at NIL 8 Records. Again, never heard of that label before. Maybe it's theirs. I don't know. Anyway, check it out. Easily a 4.5 out of 5 star here. Leatherwolf. Great metal release here in 2022, Kill the Hunted. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, all together, all the damn time. That might be it for today as far as new album reviews. Maybe I'll squeeze one more in, but we'll see how it goes. But otherwise, you're going to get a bunch next week. Like I said, it's Thanksgiving week, and I'll be taking some time off from work, and I'll have a little bit extra time, hopefully, to listen to some of this pile of new stuff here, and I'll try and crank out a bunch of new releases for you next week. So you may get some in not just on Wednesday. You may get a bunch during the week, just haphazardly. So see how that goes, because I do want to get caught up, because got end of the year stuff coming up, and I got to get a lot of these new releases out of the way so I can finish up my top albums of the year, right, and just make sure I get everything to listen to before I actually sit down to do that, because we are in December each and every day. That's our new monthly show for each and every day in December. I am counting down my 31 favorite releases of 2022. So we'll start on December 1st with album number 31, and of course on New Year's Eve I will give you my album of the year. So each and every day, another one of my favorite albums from this year. So stay tuned for that and lots more here on the channel. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as it posts. And we will see you tomorrow with the Monsters Den. We've got Chris Allo, Dave LaGreca, and myself will be ranking the Planet of the Apes film franchise. And then Friday morning, the Funhouse with Martin Popoff will be coming at you Friday. Saturday, the UK Connection, and on Sunday, ranking the albums. So let's see, what do we got coming on the UK Connection? What are we doing on Saturday? What did we just... we have another one of our ARR melodic rock shows. Okay, so we've got 3 albums that we're going to be talking about, of course, for Saturday on the UK Connection. And Sunday, George LeMay, Ken Golden, and myself will be ranking the albums of the great instrumental prog metal band Morgulble. If you have never heard Morgulble before, please tune in on Sunday's Ranking the Album show. We're going to be talking all about their catalog. You're going to want to go out and listen to this band. So that's coming up on Sunday. So thanks for watching, everybody. I am Pete Pardo. We'll see you real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.